Hello, Nestrin.
Hello, Marlivor. You are leaving?
Indeed I am. It is high time I got back to work.
Ah, you will continue your research.
There is nothing left to research. It is time for action. The Lorkhon particles are no longer theory. They are a threat to all mortal kind, and despite that, my work has been soundly rejected by those in power.
What will you do?
That is none of your concern. I will do what is necessary to make this province safe, if those in power will not.
The pattern dictates that...
Damn the pattern, Nestrin. I followed your threads all the way to the Emperor, in fact. Your pattern got me nothing but clapped in irons by Titus Mead and branded a loon. Had it not been for Aetherius setting the time break right, I would still be rotting in an Imperial dungeon. What do you mean, I am rejecting Aetherius. Right to your face. And all you have to say is,
We find your assertion that you operate outside the pattern interesting. How do you know that this is not also the way of Aetherius?
Horse feathers. Talking to you is so difficult. What are you reading?
I am reading a book of riddles. The blue one.
How in heaven's name is that even interesting to a man who knows everything?
We do not know everything. The pattern is much too vast for even us to understand completely. The pattern is a construct consisting of infinite threads into
All right.
which the psyche of...
Just tell me how to get out of here.
You must go through there.
Take care of yourself, Nestrin. I mean it. Don't make yourself a slave to this pattern of yours. The best conclusions may only be drawn with the proper context. This means experience.
We understand, Marlivor. Goodbye.
Well, look at this. Nestrin has been busy. Its power grows. Much has changed in the last 2 years. But that is how it goes when one chooses to spend one's time in a pocket dimension. Of course, things are going to change. But enough waxing on about Shadling's growing power. I have power of my own which I need to grow. And what was that sound? Yes. This location has always been somewhat problematic. Awash in the undead. Why he chooses to live here, I'll never understand. Let's try a little something, shall we? I found when one has a friend of cosmic power, it often happens that you can learn things, even by osmosis, as it were, without even trying. Just simply observing what Nestrin can do gives me numerous ideas about how I can expand my own power. It's quite something, really. All right. Ah, look. He did it. I was wondering if he would do it. You know, there is some advantage to reliving one's life over and over again. One of those is that periodically, of course, you can get the advantage on your adversaries. And in this case, my adversaries were very clearly the Physics. I see absolutely no reason why they should be allowed to retain control of this object. It makes perfect sense that I would do so. But doing so on my own is not exactly practical. I mean, my power is growing, but... Oh, hey, shh. Vander, what are you doing here? Hey, man, what's going on? Hang on a second. Let me take care of this. What are you doing here with all this undead? Well, It wasn't as if I had a choice. This is where I popped up. This is where Shadling sent me. What are you doing here? Well, man, you know, you were gone for a couple years. And then suddenly you pop up, boom, ping! Thought I better come and check. Check on what, exactly? I mean, it's good to see you and all. Absolutely, I mean. Check on what? Well, you know, it's strictly about marketing. I'm a small businessman. I mean, I'm looking for work. So you just assumed that a man coming back after being sequestered for 2 years would have messages to deliver, is that it? Well, yeah. So? So what? Do you have messages to deliver or what? I don't have all day. Actually, I do. Hang on, let's get out of here. Ah, skeever.
Ha! Found
I see your power has grown as well. Well, you know how it is. I mean, I've been working out, drinking milk, all that stuff. It's not exactly what I meant. Right. Is there anything else here worth retrieving? I doubt it. These vampires live like pigs. Have you noticed that? I mean, it's pretty gross, right? So, what do you have to deliver? Could you just wait for a moment? Let's get outside. I'll explain it all to you on the trail. Smell that fresh air. Ah, 2 years in a pocket dimension is much too long to be away from nature, I tell you. This is beautiful out here. Vander, are you coming? Listen, you gotta pay me. You understand? I don't just travel around with people for... I got places I gotta go. All right, I'll pay you extra, but there are some things I need to explain to you. It has to do with your mission. Mission? What are you talking about? I don't do missions, man. I do deliveries. Oh, right. It has to do with your delivery mission, then. All right. Shoot. So, I need to put together a gathering of certain individuals. You're gonna need to be more specific. Are you trying to be mysterious or something? Because saying certain individuals, that isn't super helpful to somebody who delivers parcels. You know what I'm saying? All right. I need you to set up a meeting between myself, Robot Graves, and Itis Dog. Do you understand? Yeah. So I need you to find them. Can you find them? Oh, sure. I know where they are all the time. How is it that you know where everyone is at all times? I don't know. It's just what I do, man. It's my job to keep track of people. Well, I understand that. Keeping track of a person's address is one thing, but finding them when they're not at said address, well, that's just freakish. Anyway, I need you to set up a meeting. All right, I can do that. Where's this meeting at? Well, it has to be secret. It has to be someplace that no one would think to spy on us. So, not in a city. That's what you're saying. Probably not in a city. Probably, okay, yeah. How about in a cave? In a remote cave up in the mountains. I was thinking of someplace a little more comfortable. Actually, hang on. What is that? I don't know, man. I don't hear nothing. All right, let's keep moving. I was thinking the Abandoned Windmill. The Abandoned Windmill. Yes, the Abandoned Windmill. The place where you and I first met. Do you remember that? Oh, the windmill. Yeah. Yeah, back when you were going by Purtham. You remembered that. Of course I did. I knew it was bogus from the beginning. Why didn't you say anything? What am I going to say? You just rescued me. I'm going to say, hey, man, what's your real name? How come you're using a fake name? Let me pry into your personal life, you know? That's like, what do they call it? Looking a gift cow. Yeah, looking a gift. Is it chicken? It's looking a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah. Yeah, looking a gift horse. What does that even mean? Well, it's a figure of speech referring to if somebody gives you the gift of a horse, inspecting their teeth is rude. As if you're going to say, oh, this free horse has bad teeth, therefore I shall not take it. That's really what that means? That's super weird, man. Yes, it is weird. Anyway, yes, the Abandoned Windmill. If you could gather those people up and have them assemble at the Abandoned Windmill in a few days' time, we shall have a meeting to discuss some rather sensitive matters. All right, I can do that, but you think if I walk up to him and just say, hey, man, you guys, Marl's back, and he wants to talk about some sketchy stuff at the windmill, they're just going to show up? I didn't say it was sketchy stuff. I said it was secret. I don't know. Sounds sketchy to me. Just tell them. I think they will come. All right, I'll tell them. Like, now. I need you to go do it now. This moment? please, if you would.
All right, I can do that. Listen, I don't think they're going to come, so I tell you what. If they refuse, I'll sweeten the pot, but I'm going to add it to your bill.
All right. How much is this going to cost me?
Well, let's see. Robard is probably at Winstead. If he's there, like I think he is, then let's see. That's let's see. It's probably about like a couple thousand septums.
A couple thousand septums? Just to go give the man a message?
That's just it. I'm not giving him a message, am I?
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
All right. Look at it this way. If I give him a message, what is that? I'm giving him a piece of paper with the message that you've written, right? That's a message. Okay? What you're asking me to do is something different. You're telling me what to tell him, and I'm supposed to memorize it, right? I'm supposed to hold that in my brain, and then I'm supposed to walk up to him and tell him that. So essentially, you're renting space in my brain.
Gods, man, you found a way to monetize everything. Hey, I can only hold so many things in there at once. There's an extra charge if you want me to start memorizing crap. All right, if you want to write this stuff down and give me notes, then that's fine. But if it's really super secret like you're saying, well, I mean, if I get jumped on the road and someone reads your note, well, then they're going to know all that stuff. All right. I will pay you a brain rental fee, and I will pay for the legwork to get there and have the messages delivered. Is that fine?
Well, of course, that's fine. I'm just saying it's a sliding scale, right? So, let's say I memorize this crap for you, and I deliver it, and they're not there, and I got to chase them down. Well, that costs extra because that's extra miles.
I thought you knew where everyone is.
Well, I kind of do. But that doesn't exactly mean they're going to be there when I get there. And so, let's say look at it this way. Let's say I know Robard is in Winstead Mine, right?
Yes, go on.
Well, I'm fast. But, Robard's no slouch. He can run too. And if he's on a mission or something like that, if he's going to see a friend or check out a skooma den or go to get loaded or something like that, and he's running, then I got to catch up, which means I got to run faster, which means I got to burn more energy, which means I got to pack more carbs, which means I have to eat more pie. More expenses, man. That's how it is. Everything adds up,
Yes, I notice you're constantly eating.
That's because I'm carb loading, I'm telling you.
All right, I don't care. Just charge me whatever the charge is going to be. Just get the messages delivered. Now, who are we inviting?
Well, you said Robard and Idastag, 2 days' time at the Abandoned Mill, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So what? Off with you then. All right. I'm on it. Just remember, Marl, sliding scale. Sliding scale, man.
Yes, sliding scale. This invoice is going to be enormous, I can tell already. Excuse me. What are you doing? I thought you were delivering my letters.
What letters? It's in my brain, remember?
Yes, I understand.
I'm just whipping up a little something. I got a bunch of snowberries, and I'm making jam.
Snowberry jam.
Right now? Yeah, I need it for the road. It's, well, Schmoopy made me this sandwich, and God's bless her. She makes a great sandwich and stuff like that, but they're always dry. So I put, some snowberry jam on them. I make it with a little honey, right? And I add in snowberries, obviously. And sometimes I actually put in, well, never mind. Is it a secret ingredient? Well, yeah, it is. None of your business. I'll let you try some, but it's a secret recipe. Someday I'm going into business. All right. Gotta go. See you later. Where did he go? Look at that. Ah, the man is insufferable. But he gets it done. In all these years, I still don't think I completely understand how his brain actually works. He is a puzzle. Let's stay here tonight. We can travel in the daytime. I think that's better for everyone concerned. It is most pleasant, most welcome. Oh, this is new. Hello.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
All right. I'm going to buy some food. I need something that will travel
Drink
well.
for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Yes, right. That is your motto, is it not? This is all you have? God's man. That's a disappointment.
Until next time.
Excuse me, miss. I'd like a room.
You're that visitor been poking around.
No, I'm not, actually. I would like a room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I am indeed a visitor, but I haven't been poking around. Could be in the pocket dimension for 2 years. I'll be poking around, exactly.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had
I'm
made.
exhausted.
But
The
then
motto,
he went
we
quiet,
make our
Ragnar
way
the Red, when he
to
met the shield maiden
the Mage
Matilda, who
College.
said,
But we must do so discreetly.
"Oh, you talk and
or I
you
shall
lie
need
and
my
you
rest.
drink all our..." Mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
Gods.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more
Still playing that
when his
song.
ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
It's horrendous. All right. Let's get moving, shall we? Now that we can see where we are going. So, Mr. Nightbrook is on the hunt. He shall find Mr. Graves and Itis dog. And we shall go to the college. With a few things to take care of there. Discreetly, I hope. Ooh. And down you go. Excellent hang time, I would say. Yeah, this is cooked. I'll take that. The sleeping giant was sadly lacking in supplies, so we shall have to provision at the night gate. That would be the next logical stop.
There are too many people who know me in Whiterun, and I'd rather keep my return to Skyrim secret for now. Which begs the question, how does the Archmage of the College of Winterhold get in there to obtain my things without raising a fuss? The gods know if I walk in the front door, Tolfster will corner me in a minute, and I shall be buried under paperwork. I cannot afford reams and reams of paperwork at this time. No, I have to find, a more cunning way to enter. Perhaps through the midden. I could do that. Anyway, there are some supplies we must get there. Supplies that are hidden in a location only accessible to the Archmage. Once we have said supplies, we will be ready for the next phase of this endeavor. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the help of Mr. Whack. He is a critical piece in all of this. Of course, I've been sequestered in a pocket dimension for 2 years, but Mr. Whack has been a busy man. Mr. Whack is always busy, but he spent the last 2 years setting the table for what is to come. So, hopefully we will be able to track him down. I imagine it just depends on how he's done his work. I'll have to keep my eyes open for any signs of Mr. Whack. It occurs to me that Mr. Whack and Mr. Nightbook have something in common. They seem to be able to locate people. Well, there is a caveat there, of course. One being that Mr. Nightbook seems to be able to locate anyone, whereas Mr. Whack seems to be able to locate me specifically. Not sure what that's all about. I would expect that he would be more discreet, however. Not simply showing up places, but perhaps he's left a trail for me to follow or something like that. That sounds like something he would do. So, after the college, we track down Mr. Whack, and then we will be able to truly kick this endeavor into high mode, as it were. I'm very curious to see what everyone's been doing the last 2 years. I mean, the pocket dimension is comfortable and all that. Very beautiful. I mean, Shadeling certainly outdid himself in setting up a nice environment for one to sequester oneself. However, it was small. It's not as if there are windows. Yes, it's good to be out of there. Now it is the permanent home of my, well, not necessarily permanent. I guess that depends on what the boy does. Now it is the home of my nephew, Kestian.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Yes. Everyone's crowded around the door. Hello.
Ah, hello there, traveler. Come to the Night Gate for food or lodging?
I need travel food, man. What have you got?
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Let's do that. Let's do it in such a way that I can carry it in my backpack. Let's see. Yes. Soup is not traveling well, I don't think. I suppose a steak, but oh, that's so heavy. Fatty fin fry. Well, I'll take the bread. Actually, hawker loaf travels well, and it makes a rather delicious sandwich. Take 2 of those. Bunch of berries. I can pick that myself. Saber cat. So we have some meat. We have some bread. What I really want is liver and onions, but you don't seem to have that. I guess I will have a bit of pot roast. And I'll take this salt, the off chance that I find some liver myself.
Anything you need, just holler.
Indeed. Thank you.
Have you seen Full-Time Sword? It's one of the Makaviri things. You don't think...
Excuse me.
Think what? That's full time to take.
All right. Time for the next leg of this journey. We are well provisioned now. Excuse me, sir. But I think we're going to take the path, even though this can be somewhat dangerous. You never know what you're going to find here. Each time you attempt it, you're rolling the bones, as it were. You get what I say, rolling the bones. Yes, what is going on? Ah. Well done, sir. Good day, madam. Rather dangerous place for a pilgrimage, I would say. Look at this breathtaking view. Oh shit, what is that? Oh shit. Gods. A Daedric beast. Heavy. I'm certainly glad we didn't run into that in the dark. Let's put some distance between us and this thing. Where did it come from? It looks remarkably similar to the creatures we fought at Aetherius' side at one time. We called it the Woodland Man, although not exactly the same, I would note. Ah, look at that. That is the college. We're getting close. Now we must discuss finding an alternate way in, as I said. I don't want to attract too much attention. I can't afford to get buried in administrivia, as it were, right now. Have to get things done. Let's clear a path, shall we? we're going to go in the back way. And with any luck, our good friend and companion, Mr. Whack, has laid a foundation for us that shall make the rest of this endeavor somewhat easier. Ah, opportunity. Catch them both? No? Look at this. It's time to stretch my legs a bit, I'd say. See if we can reach from here. There you go. Have at it. Right, let's clear the path here. It's moving. Now the trick, of course, is finding this way in. It is well hidden. Yeah. Where are you? You're dead. All right. When you reside in a pocket dimension for 2 years, it gives one a considerable amount of time to consider one's skills and to practice. Yes, I've been doing much research. Making improvements to my offensive spell repertoire. Hello, you fat lard. Ah, ooh. Right, now, somewhere up in here is where we need to go. I shall have to be discreet. With my luck, that blowhard toaster would spot me from the walls. Yes, that would be most unfortunate. But it's not. Would have thought they'd made some repairs here in the time I was gone. What has been going on? Malivore has to do everything, it seems. Yeah. This looks icy cold. Let's see what we've got in our bag of tricks. There we go, right. Excellent. Alright, now, find this infernal door. In actuality, it's a cave entrance. But it was generally designed, I believe, for escape, not entry. So this could be a bit tricky. I think it is atop this ledge, which has been discreetly blocked with detritus. Let's see. This is where, let's see. I have to see if we can get around this somehow. Well, climbing this is out of the question. So... This is it, right here. However, we need light. Somewhere up in here. Right there. Somewhere. Yes, I hear the denizens of the midden. I think I should like to keep my mage light handy at this point. Webs. I wonder if Toasted is aware that some of our students are sneaking down here and doing bullshit. Note to the Archmage. Savos, this is old. Recently I had a visit of Idris Hlath, oldest son of the Hlath family. He came to me with a request to keep safe a blade he inherited from his late father, the great Indralis Hlath, who passed away not 2 months ago. Okay, 2 months ago, minus 2 years in a pocket dimension, minus perhaps, so let's see, 3 years and 2 months perhaps. Young Idris told me the blade is twisted, and he does not want it near him or his family. He did not say so, but I strongly assume the blade was involved in his father's death. Idris would like to get rid of or destroy the blade, but is reluctant to do so since it is a family heirloom. I'm aware of that situation. The blade possesses a curious magical power, and as such, Hlath came to me for studying and safekeeping the blade. I did a short study of it and have concluded this powerful bipolar blade of law. Oh, it is the bipolar blade of law. The decoration on the blade illustrates the twisted nature perfectly. It seems the weapon has a mind of its own, deciding on its own to send its target either into a blood frenzy or a calm state of mind. I am no weapon expert, but it's clear this blade is dangerous in the wrong hands. Therefore, I send it to the college. You can keep it safer than I can. Store the bipolar blade somewhere safe, where none will touch it. But don't destroy it. Let's not rule out the possibility of Flath coming to claim it at a later time. I trust you will know what to do, your friend Edie. Let's take this. Comes with a key. Interesting. I'll take that tome. Gods. There is a gem down here. What do I do? These are the gems that Shadling is looking for. I can feel the power radiating from it. It is significant indeed. I wonder if perhaps I should touch it. Let's try it. It doesn't exactly feel malevolent. It feels... well, it is not inert either. All right. Oh, shit. Nethrun, what are you doing?
I am taking the gem. Thank you, Marl. I will take it from here.
That is it? What have you done?
I have copied its pattern into the soul web. It will now be available to us as a power source. You may proceed, Marl. I will take care of this artifact.
All right. Well, it occurs to me that if you can simply teleport here, you could have teleported me here as well and saved me a trek across Skyrim.
Ha ha. That is not how it works, Marlivor. Thank you for locating the gem. By touching it, I was able to see it through your pattern.
You're just looking through my pattern then, is that it?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
All right. Well, I shall continue. I guess.
Thank you, Marlivor. Your support is critical to defeating the Ideal Masters.
The Ideal Masters. So, they're still the threat they were before.
Not exactly the same threat. Their power has been curtailed somewhat. Now it is a hunt to try and find where they are hiding. When we have done that, we will be able to eliminate the threat. But their power is considerable, and they hide well.
I see. Well, I shall be off then. I have work to do.
Marlivor.
Yes, what is it?
Will you let Castian out, ever?
I don't know that that's any of your business, really.
I am wondering, because he will languish there. He will wallow in his hurt, much like I did. Being alone makes one's problems seem larger.
I see. So, you think I should just let the man who wants to kill me out? Give him free rein?
That is one solution. But if you are concerned, simply remember, you are his uncle. You are his last surviving family. He is yours. You belong to one another in a way that is special. You could help each other if you could find understanding.
Perhaps that is true. But all in time. Right now, I don't feel I can trust him. And until I can, I am certainly not letting him out.
Very well. It is your choice, Morrow.
Goth, where did he go? It is none of his business, but he is not wrong. I cannot leave the boy in a pocket dimension forever. I must figure out how to deal with him. Here it is, the Etronach Forge. Hold off the black worm. We must get up into the Archmage's quarters. That is where my things are kept for safekeeping. However, the question is always how to do it discreetly. Right. This way. We cannot. I know that there is an outlet into the base of one of the towers. That could be an excellent way. Here it is. Now the trick will be avoiding any prying eyes in the process. Okay.
Archmage here. You hear and see nothing, my friends.